out of 2.
And we see for our first athlete, he had one deduction error in Group A, which was a
Horse
code
stance.
51 for his horse stance. And he achieved a very, very good Group B score and no deductions in his Group C score. His final score was
A
9.46.
9.46.
Very good benchmark to set the standard.
And Alan, so far we've seen that the top 3 competitors were scoring well over 9.6. So we're not sure at this point if
That will
do.
hold for the duration of this long start list.
Next up from Brazil, we have Márcio de Oliveira Coutinho.
Front jump kick, aerial kick into an inside jump kick. He
No.
bobbled on that landing there, so definitely he'll miss out on that transition movement. Here we see the required balance, quite shaky that he's swaying a lot, so he will get the mark or the required movement to do it, but he'll probably get deducted for the performance of that movement.
That's correct, Alan. The long time balances require 2 seconds, and the athlete has to make the balance before the 2 seconds are counted.
So he has to maintain that position in a standstill, correct?
That's correct. And in this year's World Wushu Championships, the rules now include any type of balance, but you'll see that a lot of these athletes will be doing a cross-leg balance.
So that is the cross-leg balance known as the 靠腿平衡. But as you mentioned, they're able to do other types of balance, and what might we see in those?
The other balances we might see could be anywhere from holding the kicking leg or just extending the kicking leg up to just one leg balances while leaning back.
And there we have our athlete from Brazil.
And here we see the required sweep.
And that is a drop stance. So we see there a gap between his rear thigh and calf. And that is one of the requirements which determines the appropriateness of that stance. So that is another deduction point that the judges will be looking at. We saw the replay clearly with his outside crescent kick, and it has to be above the shoulder, correct?
That's correct. For the Group A judges, will be looking for above the shoulder, while the Group C will only be checking if it's above the waist and if he makes the rotation.
So as we see his Group A score, there were several deductions for loss of balance.